Branson's short-term rental market may be about to get one of its most unique developments yet. Today, we're getting our first look at Turkey Creek Canopies, a brand new STR project coming to Hollister, Missouri, featuring luxury canopy towers, modern glass front designs, and vacation rentals unlike anything currently in our market. And because construction hasn't fully started here yet in the Ozarks, we actually traveled out of state to tour the exact floor plans and concepts already being built so you could see what these properties could look like before they're ever even open here. Later in this video, we're also touring a condo over at the Cove at Indian Point and checking out one of Branson's newest breakfast spots that everybody's been talking about. And trust me, some of the footage from this development is something you're going to want to see for yourself. I just dropped off the kids at school and we're going to be heading down to Indian Point here to do a preview video walkthrough for a client that is out of town out in Lantern Bay. So this one, they've been waiting a couple of weeks actually to get into because there was a midterm rental in there up until just yesterday. So I'm going to go down and do a quick video walkthrough for them. And then we're going to be heading down to Arkansas. And I'm super excited to see this new development that's going on down there with Ozark Mountain Realty Group. My friends Shay and Ryan Duffy are heading up this new nightly rental development down just across the border in Arkansas, down in Omaha. And it's kind of close to Cricket Creek Marina, so it's only about less than 30 minutes really to Branson. So it's still a great location, even though you know, it's not close to any of the normal amenities and entertainment, I guess, that a lot of people fear being too far away from Branson proper in order to have a successful nightly rental. And these guys have proven time and time again that that is not the case. You can still capitalize on a great investment opportunity in Branson, even with a standalone cabin or you know, a tree house. There's lots of cool different builds that are going on that are very unique to the Branson market, and that right there is probably the biggest separator that it takes right now. If you are going to get a condo building, then certainly all you can really do is make sure that you have awesome photos and really great design and great service, right? We talk about that a lot on the channel, but certainly if you have the ability to create something, right, to make your own market, an emerging market, certainly, that no one has really caught on to yet. You don't have a lot of immediate competition around you, and you're supplying a need that is already in high demand, which right now, the smaller units, the A-frame cabins, you know, those retreat style type vacations, adult vacation getaways, if you will, that are more private and aren't built right on top of each other, and still incorporate a lot of the beauty and the nature of the Ozarks. That is what we're gonna get to go see in person today. It's been probably a year since I've actually been down to Cricket Creek and that area down there where they've been developing. They had some A-frames that they were putting right on the creek down there, but now they've got some really cool builds that I've yet to see in person, and they're going to be inviting a lot of different agents, brokers down for a tour for the day, and I'm going to take you guys along with me, so stick around. It's going to be an awesome day to look at some brand new nightly rental opportunities in Branson. All right, you guys, we're here at Lantern Bay. This is the unit that I'm doing the preview for my out-of-town clients. I'll take you inside, show you this is a 2-bed, 2-bath condo out here. Let's go inside and I'll show you around. It's a little under 900 square feet. It is a little small for a lot of people, too small, but it's a great starter unit for a lot of people who want to get into nightly rental investing on Indian Point. It's right next door to Silver Dollar City. I've done a video on Lantern Bay, the Cove, a while back. You can check that out. I'll put a link for it up here at the top for you to check that out as well. So obviously your guest bathroom is right in here. This one has been nicely updated. New floors. They've also painted the cabinets. And I like the blue and gold hardware. And you've got washer and dryer, full size. New dishwasher there, new refrigerator, new oven, microwave, I'm not sure. There looks like they've got a water filtration system here, and your dining, living room, and I'll take you out back here in just a minute. I want to show you this other bedroom in here. So here is bedroom 1. They've got a TV up there, and then you've got a closet here behind me. That has access to this guest bathroom that we just looked at. And then you've got, of course, your HVAC. Water heater is right in there. That's your biggest ticket item with condo purchases, is looking and seeing, you know, how efficient they're running, if they're nearing the end of their life. Most of these do have a pull-out sofa, as this one does. So you can sleep 6 people in this 2-bedroom condo. And then you've got a huge Roku TV over here, which if you do get an nightly rental, I highly suggest that you use Roku TVs, because they have the guest mode on there where guests can just literally log in, tell it the checkout date, and then they get all of their stuff that they have on their Rokus at home, all of their Netflix and Prime, Disney Plus, all of that stuff is all right there for them. They can go in and act like they're at home, and then the day that they check out, it logs them out automatically. So all their stuff is nice and secure. They don't have to worry about leaving it open for somebody else, another guest checking in behind them. So out here, this is one of the biggest benefits for Lantern Bay, is the humongous outdoor decks out here. These are much larger, twice as large as most of the places that you'll see around. Now this one does have just a wooded view, but right beyond those trees is Table Rock Lake. All right, I'm gonna take you to the master bedroom. Okay, here is the master, and then you've got closet over here, lots of linens, pillows, high chair, ironing board, all that stuff. Nice large TV here in the master. You have access to the deck also from this room. And then here's your bathroom, dual vanity sinks. Owner's closets I'm not able to get into, but you will see that pretty standard in nightly rentals. You'll have at least 1, maybe 2 closets where you have some extra storage for you as the owner that you may not want guests to have access to. So when you come and use the property personally, you can get out, you know, things that you're storing away. And also for your cleaners, a lot of times they'll use the owner's closet to stash the supplies and things that they're going to need throughout the season. So yeah, pretty standard setup here. Tub shower combo. I did notice this toilet. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so that is your pretty standard 2-bed, 2-bath condo. All of the condos here at Lantern Bay are going to be 2-bed, 2-bath, just a little over 900 square feet. And they rent out pretty well just because of their location to Silver Dollar City. This one is actually listed for $214,900, I believe, just under $215,000. And it's been on the market a while. So opportunity to get some really good deals on a starter nightly rental investment are getting more, they're coming more and more available as more inventory starts coming to market. As things start sitting on the market longer, the natural thing is the prices will start to soften, and that's what we're seeing around in many of the areas around Branson. So all right, we're gonna turn off all the lights here. If you have questions about this unit or any other unit out in Lantern Bay, let me know. But then we're gonna get on the road and we're gonna head down to Arkansas to go and see Ryan and Shay's new development down there at Turkey Creek. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so we actually got some time to kill. I didn't realize that the place, the tour doesn't start till like 11, so we've got like an hour and a half. But I think it would be an awesome opportunity to go and check out this new restaurant in Branson that's just opened up on the strip down there at the old Charlie's Steakhouse. This is Paul's Breakfast House. It's a 1980s themed restaurant. It's owned by the same people that have Billy Gale's and Flat Creek and all that. So that just opened up earlier back in April, and I've been meaning to get down there and go grab a bite and do a video highlight on it. So we might as well just pop over there while I got some time, and I'll take you guys along with me. And I'm starving, so this works out great. All right, so I ended up getting the ultimate breakfast, which has got a little bit of everything on it, including the cinnamon rolls, which is what they're pretty famous for. And I definitely wanted to try one of those. So it's going to be a lot of food. Their portions are really big here. But I'm super excited because I'm really hungry. So we'll see if I can finish it. I'm doing a YouTube review on my channel, so I've not been here before, so I'm trying to get all the clips of all the different things. No, I'm just by myself. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got kicked out of the group. All right, I think I'm in a bit of trouble here. Way bigger than now. It's sticking in my head. All right, I've done about as much damage as I think I'm going to be able to do. I think I did all right, though. Almost knocked out that cinnamon roll, but it was a lot. It was very, very good. I will tell you that the cinnamon roll was perfectly sweet. The glaze and everything is obviously the best part of it, the icing. I mean, but service was outstanding. I had Will. So shout out to Will. Thanks for taking good care of me today. There he is over there. All right, I'm going to get the check and then we're going to head to Arkansas and I'll show you guys the new development down there. All right, we just arrived here at the new development, and there's quite a few people here already. I'm going to take you uh, around this initial area, and then I think we're going to actually take a shuttle down to the rest of the developments here. So it's going to be a full day. Stick around. Hey, you guys, it's me. I'm in the editing room right now trying to finish up this video, and I just realized that one of the clips that explains the tour that you're about to see never really, the audio was all messed up. So I'm going to explain it here real quick. So basically, there is a new development in Hollister, Missouri called Turkey Creek Canopies, right? And it's right next to downtown Hollister. They've just cleared the land. They're putting the infrastructure in, but there's not really anything to really touch, taste, see, and feel yet. So that's why Ozark Mountain Realty Group invited all the realtors out to their other development that it's been established for a little bit. And there's still some that are under construction, but they're much further along down in Arkansas. So it's just like a 25-minute drive from Branson down close to Cricket Creek Marina, which is what we're about to see here in the next 20 minutes. You're going to see all these other different builds that they've been doing to get you an idea of what these other builds are going to look like. They're going to be the same kind of floor plans and designs that they've come up with for the Turkey Creek Canopies in Hollister. So hope that makes sense. I know it was going to be kind of confusing here without me explaining why we're in Arkansas, but there's lots in Hollister. So anyway, just wanted to drop that in here, and I'll finish editing this and get this out as soon as I can. All right, so back to the video. I finally found it. I don't know how I missed that open house sign. It was sitting right there off the road, but I think it's kind of blown down or something. Hey, I'm good.
Good. Good to see you.
What's up, brother? Good to see you, Bill. Well, we're just recording. I'm gonna do some YouTube stuff here later. I wanted to showcase it on the YouTube channel. If that's cool with you guys. Hey, Shay.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So are we doing like a shuttle tour? Is that what I read?
Yeah. Yep. I was gonna have the side by side here, but
22. There's a three. We had a bedroom and a bathroom. Then we converted. That was the garage for it. We converted that into a tiny house. It's put it off on its own half-acre lot. Sold that 2 years ago. So we finished building our house. When we sold it, it was doing about $100,000 a year. Not really sold for it now. They're self-managing. That tiny house we built. That's what got us kind of hooked on the idea of doing smaller builds. I mean, it's kind of an afterthought. Like we just didn't know what to do with the garage. Like, I almost turned into a little couple's cabin, you know. And that thing smokes it. It did 65 grand last year.
Wow.
440 square feet. And so when we started running the numbers, comparing that to the 4-bedroom, I'm like, my net on that is so much better. You know, there's almost no overhead. You know, electric bill's like $70 a month.
Right.
Fees like $50 a term. You know, it's couples only. There's no pets. There's no children. Nothing gets torn up. So, and the occupancy rate was consistent. It was like 75, 80% year round. It didn't matter if it was January.
Wow.
February. This is another variation of that glass house concept. So this is going to be very similar, same window layout. What we're going to be offering in the Hollister building. But the build type's a little different. So this is all steel framing. Hollister is going to be steel platforms with concrete subfloors. This is full steel from ground to roof. And then we're also using SIPS construction on this. So SIPS is these structurally insulated panels, like solid core foam that's sandwiched between steel. So more of an industrial look on this one. But it'll be essentially be a very similar layout to what we're doing. he made some modifications. Instead of having 2 bedrooms upstairs, we had 1 bedroom and an open loft, and then a bedroom downstairs. The Turkey Creek model will have floor-to-ceiling fireplace right up the center. Be elected to have more windows.
So much bigger inside than it looks from the outside.
Yeah, I mean the 16-foot ceilings really make a dramatic difference.
So which one is this called again?
This is the glass house model.
House. Okay.
And again, it's a slight variation to what we're offering on the Hollister project. This one's a little bit of a smaller footprint. In Hollister, it's going to be 3-bed, 2-bath. This particular model, the way the client changed it, he's going to have a small bunk room upstairs, large primary in the bottom, and then just an open loft. But essentially the same window layout. So it's going to be a lot of, kind of floor to ceiling glass, steel subfloor or steel pier foundation with a concrete subfloor. We're doing higher end finishes on all of these, so nothing's builder grade. It's all solid frame, plywood frame cabinetry with dovetailed finishes and soft close.
Nice.
Higher end granite and quartz countertop options, heated floors in the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
The goal was to have this, more of a premium product compared to a lot of the standard inventory you see in the Branson market.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this one, I project this to do somewhere between 80 and 110 a year, depending on how it's managed, of course. The 3-bedroom container house right next to this did 110 last year. It's tracking to do a little bit better this year. It's kind of funny too. I've talked to people over the years about doing private pools as an amenity, and it's just it's one of those things. It's just a hard pill to swallow. It's an expensive amenity, but everyone I've talked to, doesn't matter where you're at in the country, they say 35 to 40% increase in revenue.
Totally worth it.
And so the first year is a great case study. We built that container house in 23. Ran it the first year with no pool. It did about 84,000 in revenue, and then we added the pool. Last year was the first full year with the pool, 110,000 in revenue. So it was a straight 35 to 40% increase, just like everyone says. So it's definitely worth it. And again, as a 3-bedroom, I mean, some of my peak rates last July, I had people staying there for almost $1,000 a night, on a 3-bedroom. So
nice.
It's kind of wild. But yeah, this is the glass house floor plan. We're also going to be offering what we're calling a Scandinavian floor plan over there. That's a 2-bed, 2-bath, and then the tower house, which we'll go drive across the street and take a look at those tower houses.
Awesome. So any HOA dues out here?
No. Nope, Wild West, which I'm kind of regretting, honestly. So when I set this all up, I didn't own the land. I listed it for a client. It was all already an established subdivision. By established, I mean it was platted. It was never built or anything, But there was no existing HOA. There was no existing anything. And I kind of ran with it. I'm like, oh, I don't like HOAs. I don't want to be in an HOA. So let everyone take care of their own thing. But now it's like herding cats. No one wants to take care of this is a private road that we all share. No one wants to pay to maintain it. I established a dumpster service for everybody to use. I've got a dumpster sitting around the corner here, and nobody wants to pay for it. So then you got all these individual people with their little rollaway cans, and they're all absentee owners. Like they're not here to notice every time it's overfilled and it gets knocked over by dogs, and so there's trash everywhere. It drives me nuts. So in hindsight, I should have set up an HOA for it. And our projects moving forward, our bigger developments, we're putting HOAs in all of them. Just basic, road maintenance, trash service. Just again, learn the hard way. It's like, okay, yeah, not everyone's going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So we took inspiration from the Highlandville treehouse. If you've ever seen that one on Airbnb, I've been tracking along with that one for the last 2 or 3 years since he built it, and it's always blown my mind. I mean, it's only like 400 and something square feet, but he's booked out like 6 months in advance, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. I mean, he's on the Mark Twain, but he's nowhere near Branson. He's nowhere near any other real big tourist attraction. They just always booked. And I think it's just the novelty of it, 40 feet in the air, and
wow,
that's kind of what we modeled these off of, just a bigger variation of them.
This is the tower.
This is the tower. Yeah, this is the tower concept that we're doing in Turkey Creek for Hollister as well. So this main level here is going to be outdoor amenities. We're going to wire it in for a hot tub in one corner, the barbecue in the other corner, and then obviously lounge area. You can put a fire pit, you know, any of that type of thing. Hollister requires fire suppression, so it'll all be sprinkled as well.
So you still have to get plumbing into all of this?
Oh yeah. So we're going to be running it all up one of the interior or one of the piers, and then building a soffit around it. So it'll be insulated and heated within that soffit for the plumbing run. This again, that SIPS construction. So it hasn't been trimmed out yet, but you can kind of see how thick it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're incredibly energy efficient. They're literally hurricane proof. I've seen some demo videos where they've launched a 2x4 at one of these walls at 100 miles an hour. It just bounced off, literally. So it's a small layout, but it's dramatic with the windows and natural light. So it'll be a single enclosed bedroom on the main level. Then up in the loft, you've got room for 2 queen-size beds. Additional patio area outside on the main living area. Heated floors.
Kitchen over there.
Kitchen's going to be over here. Yep. Kitchen, laundry underneath the stairs. Clients have the option of doing a finished polished concrete, or we put LVP over it. Kind of dealer's choice. I think this one the client's having us furnish and stage. I think Shay's going with like an industrial kind of look for this one. So this will be polished concrete, and then she's doing like exposed kind of brick veneer walls for part of it.
Kind of a New York flat.
Exactly, yeah. That's kind of what she's going for.
So there's a little back patio deck
Yep.
here too. Oh yeah. And you got light view off the side over there.
Yeah, and it's going to get, this is on a half acre. It's got several trees that need trimmed back to really maximize the lake view.
Let's just go all the way around?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's more outside living space than inside.
Now I'm zoomed out. That lake is a lot closer than it appears.
Yeah, Turkey Creek Marina is just right here. We're right at the entrance of the marina.
Okay. So people want to like rent a slip or a boat, just go down there pretty easily.
Yeah. Actually, that's really been the driving factor for all these vacation rentals down here for the summer months. Is, you know, they've got 30 nightly rental slips. They've got a full rental fleet. They've got beer and pizza. You know, and then you know,
probably not nearly as booked in advance as State Park or
probably not. Yeah, I mean, they still get slammed on the holidays and all that, but this is definitely a quieter arm of the lake. But another thing that's been helpful with these properties down here with the larger footprints, like these are all half-acre lots up here. We've got room for boat trailers.
Okay.
You know, so that's been big for us on our listings. Is, you know, we can advertise that you can put your boat in the water at Cricket, leave it in a slip all week, and then come back and park it here.
Yeah.
So a lot of these other developments, there's nowhere to put a trailer.
Yeah.
You know, you hardly have parking to begin with. So that's been big for targeting our key demographic. You know, we want the boat owners because it's a better demographic.
Yeah.
You know? And then the interior walls are pre-finished as well. They're also steel. On the Turkey Creek ones, we've got it like a matte white with a knockdown finish, so it looks like sheetrock, but it's actually steel. Really targeting longevity and, you know, minimal maintenance.
So all that is supposed to be just kind of like an outdoor entertaining space.
Correct.
Yeah. A lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Looking at it on a schematic.
Looking at it on a blueprint, it looks super small, but then you get in there, and so this is like the refined arm of the Omaha builds. You know, we got pavement and cell service. Then we go down on Cricket, and you know, the #1 concern or whatever feedback I got from clients and agents that I brought down there before we started building 2-3 years ago is they think people are going to drive down this dirt road to get to an Airbnb. I'm like, yeah, that's how we fell in love with it. That's how we found it. Like we vacationed out here for 10 years before we moved out here. And like we never went to Branson. We drove right through Branson and came down here. And Shay's uncle and aunt own like 200 acres at the end of this dirt road, and that was like our Fourth of July spot every year. And so for us, when we hit that dirt road, coming 8.5 hours out of Chicago, it's like, heck yeah, we're on vacation now. So like that was always my mentality looking at it, from a transplanted Chicago, and it's like, man, I love this dirt road. But the other nice thing about this area in general is you can see it when we get past the trees again, but Thunder Ridge Amphitheater is right there.
Mm-hmm.
We literally see the tower. We hear the music from over here. We can see the air shows. And from a kind of a guest booking experience, you bypass all the traffic when you come from this side. So, like, how when they do a big show, 65's backed up in either direction for miles
the north
and miles.
side?
Yeah.
Huh.
From here, you don't have to get on 65. So this Boat Dock Road turns into Ridgedale Road.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Ridgedale Road, you can sneak right into the roundabout. But yeah, these all turn out pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one's Bill Beck's right here with the funky lights. I think he said he did about 70 last year out of it. The strange high performer is this one right here. This is a 1-bedroom. And she did 72 or 73,000 last year. It's wild. This one we're about to pull up to, they've got guests, so we can't go poking around at it right now, but we can see it from afar. This is the first glass house we did. So this was our first conceptual one. We built it over the creek bed. So it's built on steel I-beams, and it's got a glass floor that looks down at the creek. And then we dammed up the creek here at the front of the house, and then lined it with a pond liner, and then stacked natural stone around it. That's like a natural grotto pool. So we've got a recirculating pump that takes the water from that pool back to where that yoga platform is. And then there's a waterfall coming off the yoga platform that runs back into the creek and then flows under the house again.
Cool.
So it's got this constant flow of water. We're doing 3 customs up at the top of that hill for another client. That's going to be another variation of these glass houses. Each one here is a little bit different. And then each one will have a private pool also. So you can see there's 2 more of those precast concrete pools up there. And then he's got a private pickleball court that we poured for him down there too. So he's going to have 3 builds on about 2.5 acres. Well, that's one of the nice things about these bigger parcels of land down here is, your only restriction is on your sewer design. So that goes through the state. You have to get state approval for a new septic system, and it's based on the number of bedrooms. So you can have multiple builds on one septic system. It's not ideal for retail value, if you want to split them up. But if you're maintaining it as like a little private, development or a micro resort or something like that, there's really no big downside to it. Then you're just paying for one system instead of multiple systems. But
all right, so some pretty exciting investment opportunities coming in 2026 here in Hollister, of all places, downtown Hollister, really. I'm excited to see it. There's going to be, like I said, about 18 lots available. So if you want to talk about doing a build out there, holler at me, get on my Calendly link. I'll drop it down in the description below for you. You can book a call with me anytime. I'll be happy to answer any questions. We can even jump on a call with Ryan and their team as well, to get all of your questions answered. And that's probably going to wrap it up for this video today. It was a full day all over the place, from Indian Point down to Branson, and then to Arkansas, and then back to Hollister. Huge full day, and now I'm on my way to my daughter's baseball game. So that's the realtor life sometimes. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog style video. I enjoy making them, but yeah, I'll probably see you guys next Monday. I'm Jason with Great Branson Homes. Follow for the local truth and not the hype.